Welcome to the chemistry course. Let's move on to other topic in unit 2, that is buffer solution. What is buffer solution? A buffer solution is one which can resist change in its pH on the addition of an acid or a base. That is, if you have a solution, buffer solution, when we are adding acid or when we add base, which means the pH is remains same. That solution we call it as buffer solution. A buffer solution is one which resists change in its pH on the addition of an acid or a base. That solution we call it as buffer solution. There are two common types of buffer solutions here exist. One is acidic buffer solution, other one is basic buffer solution. Acidic buffer is formed by a weak acid and salts of weak acid together with a salt of same acid with strong base. Let's take example. I'm taking a weak acid, acetic acid, plus salt of weak acid with a strong base, that is sodium acetate. Sodium acetate is salt which is formed by weak acid plus strong base. These two combination we call it as acid buffer. A weak acid together with the salt of same acid with strong base, that solution act as a acidic buffer solution. Similarly, basic buffer solution, a weak base and it salts with strong acid. Let's take example, weak base ammonium hydroxide plus salts of with a strong acid, ammonium hydroxide with HCl which can form ammonium chloride. This is a salt of weak base, and this combination we call it as basic buffer. Acidic buffer and basic buffer. Let's move on to how buffer solution works, how it resists pH of the solution. Let's take first acid buffer. Acid buffer, it is a solution of acetic acid and sodium acetate I am taking. So acetic acid, how it will be dissociated, and it is a weak acid. Dissociation may not be 100% because it is a weak electrolyte, ionization is less. Similarly, sodium acetate, which is a salt electrolyte which ionizes completely in water, converted into CH3CO minus and Na plus. So the acidic buffer dissociated in this fashion in the solvent. Then how it will resist the pH? If you take a 0.1 molar acetic acid and 0.1 molar of sodium acetate, usually the pH of the solution will be there approximately 4.74. The combination of these two. So this pH is lies in the acidic medium, that's why we call it as it is acid buffer. How buffer solution works? So here I am representing acidic buffer solution, acetic acid and salts of sodium acetate. Acetic acid is weak electrolyte which is dissociated into H plus and CH3CO minus, and that's why when you look at this we have reversible processes more compared with the forward. That means ionized form is is less extent compared with the unionized form. If you take a sodium acetate, it is completely ionized into Na plus and acetate ion. Now the pH, if you are taking 0.1 molar equal concentration of acetic acid and sodium acetate, the pH I have said 4.7. Let us assume this solution is having 4.75 pH. Now if I add a base or acid, the pH should not change, then only we call it as it is buffer solution. Let us assume first I am adding a acid HCl to the buffer solution, that is combination of acetic acid and sodium acetate. HCl dissociated H plus and Cl minus. So once it is dissociated as a H plus, and in the solution we have negatively charged species acetate ion is present. What happens immediately? H plus taken care by acetate ion, which is converted into acetic acid, and we know that acetic acid is weak electrolyte and the dissociation is very less. The pH remain same, approximately same. So if we are adding H plus, whatever the H plus is coming from acid, which is taken care by acetate, and the pH remains approximately same. If we are adding a base, sodium hydroxide, now whenever sodium hydroxide we are adding, OH minus subtract H plus convert into water. The H plus is coming from acetic acid, which reacts with the base and convert into water. As a result, the pH of the solution is approximately same. Whether we are adding acid or base, the pH of the solution remain same, and that's why this combination we call it as buffer solution. Similarly, we can take basic buffer solution, the combination of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Let's look at solution of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, which is act as a basic buffer. Means the buffer solution, when we are adding these two combination, the pH will come more than 7. And we know that ammonium hydroxide, which is a weak base, dissociated into NH4 plus and OH minus. Similarly, ammonium chloride, it is a salt of strong acid weak base, which ionizes completely, converted into NH4 plus Cl minus. Once dissociated, how it acts as a buffer solution? Let's understand that. Again, I am representing here buffer solution. Ammonium hydroxide is weak base, which is dissociated some percentage into NH4 plus OH minus. Ammonium chloride is a salt which is dissociated into Cl minus NH4 plus. Now this case also, let's take two, acid and base. Let's take acid HCl, which generate H plus. What happened? H plus is abstracted by OH minus and converted into water molecule. As a resulting pH solution remain constant, approximately constant. If I are adding base NaOH, let us assume NaOH, Na plus and OH minus, which dissociate into this species, and OH minus is abstracted by NH4 plus, NH4 and OH minus, which is converted into ammonium hydroxide, and it is weak base. The ionization power is less. As a result, pH is approximately constant. So here, by addition of acid, by addition of base, both the cases approximately pH remain same, and that's why these two combination we call it as buffer solution, and these are an example for basic buffer. Whenever we are adding acid, OH minus is taking care. Whenever we are adding base, OH minus, NH4, ammonium ion is taking care. As a resulting solution, pH is constant. That's why this we call it as buffer solution. Now let's look at the pH expression for buffer solution, acidic and basic. So first I will explain acidic. Similarly we can write basic buffer solution, pH. pH of buffer solution or calculation of the pH of buffer solution. So to derive this expression, we need, first we focus on acidic buffer pH. For acidic buffer pH, we need dissociation constant of the weak acid, because acidic buffer is combination of weak acid plus salts of its weak acid. So we need a acid dissociation constant of the weak acid and concentration of the acid and concentration of the salt. If we know, we can calculate pH of acidic buffer solution. To derive this expression, I am starting with the acid. Acid is dissociated, weak acid I am taking, which is dissociated into acetate ion and H plus ion. Let's write a expression of acid dissociation constant, Ka equal to acetate ion concentration, that is concentration of the product by concentration of the reactant. So we have to write pH expression. For that we need a H plus concentration. Now this equation I am rearranging in this fashion in terms of H plus concentration equal to, I am taking this is here Ka dot concentration of acetic acid by concentration of acetate. So from this expression we can derive pH expression for acidic buffer solution. Let's take H plus concentration equal to Ka concentration of acid, acetic acid by concentration of acetate ion. So this expression I am writing in this fashion, H plus equal to Ka dot concentration of acetic acid by concentration of acetate ion. To write more generally for pH expression, what I am doing, I am writing in this fashion, H plus equal to Ka, and above one is acid, I am writing acid such that we can use any acid concentration, and here acetate ion, it is coming from salt. So to represent more generally this expression, because I have taken acetic acid and sodium acetate, so if the pH expression we are deriving in this fashion, we can use for any salt. So that's why I have taken acid concentration by salt. Now to get a pH expression, we require minus log H plus. What I am doing, I am applying minus log on both sides of the above equation. It becomes minus log H plus concentration equal to minus log Ka acid concentration by salt concentration. So I am rearranging this expression, just I am expanding that, minus log Ka, it is log A into B, log A plus log B, and here minus log of acid concentration by salt concentration. Now minus log H plus, I can write it as a pH equal to minus log Ka, it is equal to pKa. So here minus of log acid concentration by salt concentration. Still I can rearrange this in terms of positive term. pH equal pKa. Now this minus, if I take it into inside, it becomes minus log of salt by acid. This is the expression of acid buffer solution. So pH expression for acid buffer solution is pH equal to pK, acid dissociation constant, plus log of numerator salt concentration by acid concentration. So this is the expression for acidic buffer. Similarly, we can write basic buffer. Basic buffer solution pH expression in terms of pOH. Instead of pH, we get pOH equal to, instead of acid dissociation constant, base dissociation constant plus log of concentration of the salt by, instead of acid here we get a base concentration. So this is for basic buffer solution, this is for acidic buffer solution pH. So here whatever the concentration of salt, initially how much salt concentration we are using, how much acid concentration we are using, and it is a weak acid, we get a pK value in the problem. By knowing this, we can calculate pH. If salt and acid concentration are equal, then pH equal to pKa. And in the basic buffer solution, salt and base concentration are equal, pOH equal to pKb. Sometimes basic buffer solution they may ask pH, and we know that pH plus pOH equal to 14. First we have to calculate pOH, after that we can calculate pH by taking this equation, pH plus pOH equal to 14 and pH equal to 14 minus pOH. Then we can calculate basic buffer pH. Let's take a problems. First problem, find the pH of a buffer solution containing 0.2 moles of sodium acetate and 0.15 moles of acetic acid, and they have given acid dissociation constant. So it is a acidic buffer solution. The buffer is formed by acetic acid and sodium salts of acetate, and they have given in the problem acetic acid concentration is 0.15 moles, sodium acetate concentration 0.20 moles, and acid dissociation constant of acetic acid is 1.8 into 10 power minus 5. And we know the pH expression for this type of buffer solution, pH equal to pKa plus log of concentration of salt by concentration of acid. So they have given salt concentration, that is sodium acetate, and they have given acid concentration, and they have given Ka, but we required a pKa, and the formula is pKa equal to minus log Ka, and they have mentioned a Ka. So by applying here minus log of 1.8 into 10 power minus 5. We can calculate pKa. So it is minus 5 minus log 1.8 minus into minus plus 5 minus log 1.8. It is approximately 4.74. So log 1.8 is 0.25. It is subtracted from 5. It will give you 0.74. This is pKa of acetic acid. Now I am substituting in the formula. pH equal to, the pK value is 4.74 plus log of, what is the concentration of this salt? 0.20 by acid concentration is 0.15. So I can cancel, it is 20 by 15. 5 4 ja. So it is pH equal to 4.74 plus log of 4 by 3. Log 4 minus log 3. pH equal to 4.74 plus log 4 0.6021 minus log 3 0.477. If we solve this, the solution, buffer solution pH is 4.869. So this is the way we have to calculate buffer solution pH. Only we have to understand here the given buffer solution, whether it is acidic or basic. Based on that, we have to use a formula. Let's take one more problem. Second problem. Estimate the pH at 25 degrees containing 0.1 molar of sodium acetate and 0.03 molar of acetic acid, and pKa, and here they have given directly pKa of acetic acid is 4.57. So it is a solution, buffer solution is combination of acetic acid and sodium acetate. That means it is a acidic buffer. Then the formula is pH equal to pKa plus log of concentration of the salt by concentration of the acid. So in this problem they have given directly pKa 4.57 and concentration of the salt, sodium acetate concentration is 0.10 and concentration of the acid, acetic acid concentration is 0.03. By substituting all, you can solve this problem and answer should come below 7. Let's take another problem. Let's move one problem based on the basic buffer solution. A buffer solution contains 0.05 moles of ammonium hydroxide and 0.025 moles of ammonium chloride. Calculate the pH value of the solution, and here they have given Kb, base dissociation constant, and the pH formula for basic buffer solution is POH equal to pKb log of concentration of salt by concentration of base. And what and all data they have given? Concentration of salt. Here ammonium chloride is a salt, they have given 0.025. Concentration of base, ammonium hydroxide, 0.015. And pKb, but they have given Kb equal to 1.80 into 10 power minus 5. Let's apply here conversion of pKb equal to minus log Kb minus log of 1.80 into 10 power minus 5. So this become minus into minus plus 5 minus log 1.80. So approximately 4.744, because the log 1.8 approximately 0.255. So 5 minus 0.255, 4.74. Then pkb. So by taking this data we can calculate pOH. pOH equal to pkb 4.74 plus log concentration of the ammonium chloride 0.025 by concentration of the base 0.015. So here I can cancel here 0.025, that is 5 by 3. pOH equal to 4.74 plus log 5 minus log 3. 4.74, 0.22, approximately 1. Then overall becomes 4.961. This is pOH, but we required pH of the solution. pH of the solution. pH equal to 14 minus pOH, that is 14 minus 4.961, which is equal to 9.039. So it is a pH is 9, it is a basic buffer solution. So when we are adding this much moles ratio of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, the resulting solution pH is 9 approximately. So this is the way we have to do problem solving on the buffer solution. First we have to identify acidic or basic buffer. Based on that we have to use the formula, and by given concentration we can calculate pH of the solution. And this is about the buffer.